Swati.
I, Swati Jain. I, Swati Jain, Joint Secretary SPSR, on behalf of SPSR, welcome you all to attend a national webinar on the topic Herbal Drugs in the Management of Lifestyle Disorders in the Time of COVID-19. Let me extend a hand of gratefulness to highly learned Professor Dr. Shashi Alok, President SPSR, to have given me an opportunity to transact such an informative webinar on an exclusive topic today. Welcome, Dr. Shashi. I would also like to welcome our eminent speaker, Professor Dr. Vimal Kumar sir, Dean at School of Pharmacy, ITM, SLS, Baroda University, Vadodara, Gujrat. SPSR feels highly honored to have got an opportunity to share a part of your vast knowledge today, sir. I also heartily welcome the entire team of SPSR, Secretary SPSR, Mrs. Monica Sabharwal, and all other dignitaries of SPSR who are diligently working to strengthen the foundation of SPSR and right now attending this significant webinar today. Since this webinar is organized by SPSR, I would like to elucidate its purpose. Society of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research is an educational, non-profit organization. It is committed to encourage the study and practice of pharmacy education and research. The mission of SPSR is to promote the pharmaceutical sciences in all aspects. Our vision is to promote and advance the science of pharmacy and its applications in India. We look forward to promoting and facilitating the acquisition, dissemination, and exchange of pharmacy knowledge and information about the practice of pharmacy and pharmaceutical services. Now I request Dr. Shashi Alok to kindly take the lead.
Good morning. Thank you, Swati. A very good morning to all. Myself, Dr. Shashi Alok, President SPSR. On the behalf of Society of Pharmaceutical Sciences and Research, I welcome Honorable Speaker Professor Vimal Kumar Jain sir, Dean School of Pharmacy, ITM SLS, Baroda University, Vadodara, Gujrat. I also welcome to Mrs. Monica Sabharwal, Secretary SPSR, today webinar moderator. This is Swati Jain, Joint Secretary SPSR, Office Bearer of SPSR, and all the virtual national and international participants who are presented here in this SPSR national webinar. So we are SPSR today going to organize a national webinar on herbal drugs in the management of lifestyle disorder in the time of COVID-19. So as we know that the incidence of lifestyle like hypertension, diabetes mellitus, overweight, obesity associated with cardiovascular disease in high on the rise. Cardiovascular disorder continue to be the major cause of majority representing about 30% of all death worldwide. With rapid economic development and increasing westernization of lifestyle in the past few decades, prevalence of these diseases has reached alarming proportion among Indians to recent years, as Ayurveda is recognized for most life sciences and describes ways to prevent and manage lifestyle disorder. The world is being attracted towards its potential, and the Ayurveda provide a better solution in the form of proper dietary management, lifestyle advice. The holistic approach of Ayurveda, treating the patient as a whole, meaning intervention targeted towards complete physical, psychological, and spiritual well, makes the science a wonderful option in lifestyle disorder. So today we have with very renowned speaker for this informative. I again welcome to Honorable Speaker Professor Vimal Kumar Jain sir, and thank you so much sir for accepting our invitation for this national webinar. So now I would like to request Mrs. Swati Jain kindly introduce today's eminent speaker. Over to Mrs. Swati Jain.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shashi. SPSR feels honored to again have got a chance to get a share of Sir's deep knowledge. For the ones who have not been fortunate to have heard him before, I would like to read out Sir's profile for them. Professor Dr. Vimal Kumar Sir is Dean at School of Pharmacy, ITM, SLS, Baroda University, Vadodara. He is also an Associate Dean Pharmacy at Gujrat Technological University. He is having more than 24 years of teaching and research experience. He served as a professor and head at Institute of Pharmacy, Nirma University, Ahmedabad. He did his MPharm from HS Gaur Central University, Sagar, MP, and PhD from Gujrat University, Ahmedabad. He has published more than 70 research and review papers in various national and international journals. He has been nominated as a member of editorial board and advisory board of more than 10 national and international journals, including the Pharma Review, Arabian Journal of Chemistry, published by Elsevier, is an associate editor of Journal of Pharmacy, Pharmacology, and Pharmacognosy. He is working in the area of herbal technology, pharmacognosy, medicinal plant biotechnology, and phytopharmacology of anti-asthmatic herbal drugs. He has received financial assistance under the SciTech project scheme and also minor research project from Guj Coast, Gandhinagar. He has also received financial assistance from DST, DBT, DRDO, ICMR, AICTE, and Guj Coast, etc for organizing national and international conferences, seminars, and workshops. He is a recognized PhD guide of Nirma University. He has guided many students for their PhD. He is a life member of various professional societies like APTI, IPGA, IPA, IPS, ISP, and Society of Pharmacovigilance India. He has coordinated 2 international conferences, 3 national conferences, and 2 short-term training programs, STTPs. He has delivered more than 36 guest plenary lecture and invited lecture in various seminars, STTPs, AICTE sponsored SDPs, FDPs workshops, national and international conferences. He has also chaired the scientific session of various national and international conferences. Presently, he is providing his services to Indian Society of Pharmacognosy as a National Joint Secretary. Sir's profound personality itself speaks volumes about the expertise he has, and that is the reason why we have got over 2,500 registrations for the webinar today, not only from India, but from different parts of the world like Algeria, Syria, United States, Canada, Azerbaijan, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Australia, Bhutan, Nepal, Romania, United Arab Emirates, Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, Brazil, Morocco, Thailand, Bangladesh, Egypt, Iraq, North Macedonia, Hong Kong, Albania, Germany, Iran, Yemen, Taiwan, Macau, Ukraine, and many others. So, viewers, regarding today's webinar topic, as Dr. Shashi also told, lifestyle disorders are the ones that are caused by the way people live their life. Unhealthy dietary habits, sedentary lifestyle, stressful approach of dealing with things, irregular sleep cycles, and overdependence on technology has resulted in lifestyle disorders like hypertension, obesity, cardiovascular problems, diabetes, etc., seeing an upward spike. Falling a prey to the westernized trend of lifestyle, people ultimately land in some problems which puts their health at stake. The current pandemic situation has paved the way to evoke a feeling of consciousness towards health as strengthening immune system is the only way to prevent own selves. People are ultimately left with no choice than to shift paradigm towards a healthy lifestyle and choice of herbal drugs to manage the lifestyle disorders. Herbal drugs are not only a safe option to deal with such disorders, but also highly effective option over the trending long-term medicines that gradually depreciate the immune system of body and cause long-term side effects on various organs of body. SPSR feels privileged to get a chance to know about this topic through learned speaker Dr. Vimal Kumar Jain sir with insightful knowledge in this area. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shwati, and thank you, Dr. Sasi Alok and the whole team of SPSR doing a wonderful job in the society, because I am regularly following the different program organized by SPSR, and that's a team of Sasi Alok. Again, I am thankful to Sasi Alok and Shwati for inviting me, and I will discuss about in my talk in 3 part. My talk part in the 3 part basically that is based on first I will discuss about that's a COVID situation unfortunate is going on in all over the world, and it's very difficult to open the school, universities, etc., and people are facing the problems. every part of the life, the people are facing the problems in the jobs, in their professions, and etc. etc. Then I will discuss about that how we can use that herbs and nutraceuticals for the prevention purpose, because always we talk the prevention is better than cure. And I will discuss about it, the lifestyle disorder in last 30 years, why that has increased in the society, and especially in the middle class of the country. And as rightly said by Swati, that is the hypertension, obesity, and the diabetes. Now they are very common in middle class. When you go back 30 years back and 40 years back, you will not find out even in the middle class that type of the diseases. The reason I will discuss about it, that the physical work now we have reduced. So how we can improve our physical work? And the main important part is I always talk about that in a lifestyle. This is the problems, obesity and diabetes and hypertension, 99% due to our style. So if we remove the style from life, we will be happy. Because everything is coming from the style. Style means our food habits, what we are eating. What is we are for a physical comfort, the luxurious life. That's a luxurious life, stylish life. I'm again talking the stylish life is responsible for diabetes and as well as the obesity and hypertension. And during the COVID, any lifestyle disorder person is suffering, any comorbidities now is very dangerous, because the coronavirus, COVID-19 virus, that mainly attached with the ACE2 cells. And we are aware that ACE2 cells is responsible for that. So the person who is already diabetic, you may not believe that reach up to the 400 if a corona infection take place. Even in normal persons, that because it's affect the ACE2 cells, so it's in a normal person who is not having any diabetes, but due to COVID infection, now people become a diabetic. So many people I know, they are now become a diabetic after the infection of the COVID-19. That is very dangerous. And they are become diabetic, slowly they can control by their lifestyle. But those the person already having the comorbidities of diabetic, they are facing problems. And we have seen that people become negative and they died due to the associated problems of the COVID-19. We lost many. I know that renowned professor of MS University, Professor Ian Mishra, sir, we lost due to COVID-19. He was found positive, then he became negative, but due to the associate problems, there's so many complications created by COVID-19, or that's a coronavirus. So that's a figure, today figure I have taken. India, it's crossed almost 98 lakhs people. That's the official figure I am talking. And 93 lakhs people, they have recovered. The reason, again, India recovery is very high as compared to Western country. Again, our food habits, our immunity. And death, yes, there is death, is a 1.43. When you go for the mortality, if India is a 1 point, because almost is now 1 crore, and 1,43,000, that is mortality is around 1.45%. And mortality, why is the Indian population is a mortality is less? Our food habits, and especially the people residing in the villages, they are having a more and more immunity. Immunity power is higher as compared to middle class. And that is, I always used to talk, have you seen any farmers working in the field is suffering from diabetes? 99% answer comes no. Have you seen any farmer working in the field day and night is suffering from hypertension? No. Are they facing any sleeping disorder? No. Why? Because they are doing a lot of physical work in their day and night. So the death mortality is, as compared to Europe, when you go, Sweden is the mortality is 12%. Spain is the mortality again is around 14%. And India is the mortality is only 1.45%. And even in a 1.45%, the person who is already having some morbidities, some having diabetes or hypertension or some problems. Very few cases are there where the person is healthy and become that is die due to coronavirus. Worldwide, reach around 7.16 crore and 71.6 million, and deaths around 16 lakhs, 1.6 million, and number is increasing day by day. So I again for the awareness, 83% people they have suffered with fevers, 82 with coughs, and 31 with the shortness of breath, difficulty in breathing, and some confusion 9%, headache 8%, short throat 5%, even a diarrhea, severe diarrhea. I know when my well-known person, that person suffered with that corona without any symptom, but only the symptom was diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, chest pain, and around 59% they have lost their taste and smell. So as I said, the main reason is the comorbidities. So this slide will show you that is a SARS-CoV-2. It damages the beta cells. And you know that islets of Langerhans where the beta cells are there, and they mainly responsible for the secretion of the insulin. And that is the one reason why that's a increase of blood glucose level in the condition of corona patient. And another problem is the cytokinin storm. That is a very common cytokinin storm in corona patient. And I will talk about that, how we can prevent, and I will talk about the turmeric. It's a well-known drug for inhibiting the cytokinin storm. You cannot prevent by the allopathy, but I will tell you that from Ayurveda, we can prevent the cytokinin storm that is mainly responsible for the inflammation in the body. So that is the slides where that we called is the, if a person who is obesity is the main problem, inflammation is the main another problem, and in some cases there's a coagulation of the blood was the reason of death. So again, we have so many Ayurvedic drug, they prevent the blood clotting. Now, how I can improve the immunity? In this COVID-19 pandemic, we are at home. Many people are working from home. But how I can improve the immunity? There's so many things I would like to discuss here. Start taking a lot of antioxidant and take the green tea. If you are taking that is a milk tea, avoid it. Because what is contained catechin and tannin that react with the calcium and form a calcium tannate. And calcium tannate is not absorbed by our stomach. So green tea is the best option. You can take it because it contains a lot of catechin, flavonoids as the antioxidant. You can take so many other oxidant, omega-3 fatty acid. I will discuss that is the flaxseed. Cheapest source and highest contained amount of omega-3 fatty acid is we call alsi in Hindi and we call it the flaxseed in English. I will discuss it about it. Sunlight. Nature has provided us free of cost. And sunlight is very, very important. In my next slide, you will see how that vitamin D3 is playing an important role in the prevention of COVID-19. If a person is having a vitamin D3 deficiency, are facing more and more problem. So what is the source of vitamin C? Is the sunlight. People are talking, sir, now is it because I cannot take, I am in an apartment, I am in a big city like Ahmedabad, New Delhi, we don't have bungalow. So how I can get that sunlight? You can go in the balcony. Work from home means you can work from your balcony. You can go in the terrace for at least half an hour. And you have to expose your body to the sunlight and it will absorb. And because the sunlight It contains vitamin D3, and you know that I know in Ahmedabad and like Delhi and Mumbai, 80% people are suffering from vitamin D3 deficiency. Why they are suffering from? Because there is no exposure of sunlight. So better to go for take the sun bath, go your terrace, balcony, whatever the source. In the morning walk around 9 o'clock, you can go if you are not, if you are working from home. But go and out or whatever you can do it, at least get it to sunlight. Protein, very good, is required for balanced diet. Vitamin C. Now we have amla. I will discuss about it. That is the Indian gooseberry, how is useful. It is a lot of vitamin C is there. Government just is IOS, according to IOS, you take Chamanpras. My advice to all of you, don't go for the Chamanpras because now is the season of amla. Take one amla a day. And other source, now oranges are coming, so you can take one orange a day. You will get sufficient vitamin C. And why vitamin C is required is a water-soluble vitamin. Does not absorb completely. This is not present in the body. To day-to-day requirement, you have to take the vitamin C. It is not like a vitamin D3 is a fat soluble. At present in the body, is stored in the body. But vitamin C never is stored in the body. Vitamin C you have to take it daily. For male, 100 milligram minimum, and for female, 95 milligram minimum. A vitamin C you have to take it daily. And as I said, what is the richest source of that vitamin C is amla and orange. I advise for all of you, take the seasonal fruit. You can take the guava. Guava is now the season of the guava, so you can take guava, amla, and orange. When that mango will come, you can take the mango in the summer. It also again contains a very rich source of vitamin C. Vitamin E is also important, and you can take the peanuts. I would like to quote here that is a very famous nutrologist of Mumbai, Rujata Devekar. She said that we should think globally and we should eat locally. Why we should eat locally? Whatever in your area is there, what is that fruit in your area, you have to take it. Don't go for any that is imported food. Locally is available in your market. Go to the market and collect it. Take it, buy it. Vitamin B12, again the big problems in the middle class. Again, 80 to 90% people are suffering from vitamin B12 deficiency. If you're getting early in the morning, if you are not feeling healthy, if you are not feeling that is a freshness when you get up, that means is the chances of vitamin B12 deficiency. And the main reason of vitamin B12 deficiency and mineral is that our RO water. So my advice to all of you, if you are using the RO water, try to go for the plain plain filter, membrane filter only. Or suppose TD is very high, so what you can do, whatever you are cooking in that your pressure cooker, add the tap water. You will get the sufficient mineral. So when your family and your mother and your wife is cooking is rice, put it in the rice, your tap water. Why? Because it's boiled and it will kill all the bacteria. But you will get the sufficient minerals. So when for any pulses or any rice, at least you can add 1 glass and 2 glass indirectly the tap water in your body, and you will get it the sufficient mineral. Mineral is again is the problems after this RO water. Exercise, yoga and pranayama are very important because you have to improve your efficiency of your lungs. Corona is a respiratory problems. The first is attack on your respiratory system. So how I can improve our respiratory system through only by yoga and pranayama. You can go for the Kapalbharati and you can go for the meditations, because if you are not able to understand what is pranayama and yoga, so you can go for the meditation. It's a very common word in all over the world. So you can go for the meditation. Again, as I said, why is very important the vitamin D3? Here, that is the research. Sun exposure, active, and vitamin D3 is sufficient. The chances of corona is less. If corona infection take place, you will see the mild or very mild symptoms. If vitamin D3 deficiency is there in the lower part, you can see here, this, see active, again the chances of the severe and very severe conditions. Next. This mean of vitamin D3 level among adult with or without COVID-19. If that vitamin D3 is a 14.4 nanograms, the chances of the admission in ICU. If your vitamin D3 is sufficient, even in a corona, in case of the corona infection, the chances of admission in ICU is very less. If vitamin D3 deficiency is there, the chances of admission in ICU is more. If 22.4, the chances of hospitalization, but without ICU, without ventilator. Your vitamin D3 is 30.3 nanogram, mild respiratory symptoms. So that is very common, as I said, how vitamin D3 is very, very important, how the sunlight is very, very important if you don't want to go for hospitals after the corona infection. This another research is related with vitamin D3 and our lifestyle. This is conducted in Spain. COVID-19, people are talking, the vaccine is already there. You can use a vitamin D3 as a vaccine indirectly. The vaccine is already there. The COVID is basically a sun deficiency syndrome, vitamin D3 syndrome, and vaccine is right up there in the sky of on your rooftop, but you can have it only in a bare skin. So as I said earlier, if you go for the exposure of sunlight, the chances of corona infection is less, or the severity of the corona is less. This research was conducted in Spain, and a patient admitted in ICU, that patient 50%, ICU 2%. Control group I am talking. Active vitamin D3 group. How many persons admitted in hospital? Only 8%. And ICU 0%. I am talking a country like Spain where the mortality rate is around 12%. The deficiency of vitamin D3 is responsible for that mortality rate. So chances of death is 0 in case vitamin D3 is sufficient in the body. And that study is published in that Spain. And the journal name is that Molecular Biology, and that published in the month of August. What I can do is that nutrition is very important. What you take the food. We have to control the food, and we have to take the balanced food. In Sanskrit, we call it a sattvic food. Exercise daily. Why is exercise is required? I will tell you that you have to burn, you have to remain, your body should remain active. Stress management, because stress is responsible for, tension is responsible for the all lifestyle disorders. You have to take good sleep. Any problem you are facing, but at least take the sleep of around 6 to 8 hours and maintain the healthy relationship with your colleagues. Is a bar between immunity and corona. Your body immune system protect against illness, keeping your immunity high to fight even a COVID-19. To boost your immunity, eat fruits, sufficient fruits, vegetables, mushrooms, carrot. Now is the season of carrot. It is a very rich source of vitamin E. Take one carrot a day. Tomatoes, vitamin C. Orange, vitamin C. lemon, vitamin C, pepper. For improving the viability enhancer, use a very small pinch of 10 to 20 milligrams of black pepper, spinach and more. Because this is a bar between you and corona. And who will win? If your immunity is high, in bar you can see the condition of corona. If your immunity is weak, who will win? Corona will win. So this is the condition, is very simple, depend on your immunity. If your immunity is very high, you can defeat easily the COVID-19 infection. Now, as I said, what is going on, just to brief, we are very lucky and Indian companies are working day and night for the vaccine. And the 3 companies working for that Covaxin, there's Bharat Biotech, Hyderabad, and recently our Prime Minister visited the 3 centers. One in Hyderabad that developed by Covaxin by Bharat Biotech. Another is a Jaycobid by Gujrat-based company Zydus Cadila. And another that is the Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine developed by Serum Institute Limited. So Serum Institute is a Covishield. And yesterday I read the statement of the great CEO of Serum Institute. From January onward, the vaccine will be available, and Serum Institute, only one company can produce 10 crores of dose of vaccine in a 1 month. So per month, Aadhar Poonawalla is going to produce 10 million doses per month of Covishield. That will be produced by the Serum Institute, different Mumbai and Pune. And that is India is a country. Now whole world is looking for India because no country can produce that COVID vaccine in a large scale. So Indian company like Bharat Biotech and Serum Institute can develop. This is that what is going on in the vaccine, Pfizer, but the problem with -70 temperature is required. It's Moderna, again -20 temperature is required. And what that is the Indian technology used for that Oxford AstraZeneca vector-based, that is by Serum Institute, normal refrigerator, we can preserve this. And that is a 90% efficacy is produced by this vaccine in our country. Now trial is going on, and I am sure that trial will be completed at the end of December, and from January, this vaccine will be available for Indian people. Now, 2020 for mask, now 2021, 50% population will get almost vaccine. So you have to go with the mask as well as the vaccine. Coming to this point, the main topic is a lifestyle disorder. Why is the problem is there? This slide will tell you the Indian conditions of lifestyle disorder. 1990, when you talk about the communicable diseases was 56% and non-communicable diseases was 29%. Now 2020, the communicable diseases we have control and up to 24%, and non-communicable diseases now just doubled. Why they were doubled? Only in 30 years. Because in last 30 years, we have seen that the increase in salary and our lifestyle. People were used to build house at the age of 55 earlier, before this retirement. Now, age of 25 and 30, people are easily buying the flats in metros. It's not good, or it's not bad, I can say. It's not bad. People can buy it. But as money has increased in our pocket, lifestyle disorders are also increases. What type of the lifestyle disorder has increases? Obesity, diabetes, hypertension. And these are the problems of middle class and upper middle class. You will again not find out any obesity in a farmers working in the field. You will not find out in a labor working in a construction site. You will not find out any type of obesity or diabetes or hypertension. This is the problems with the middle class and metro peoples. And that is the reason in every month you will find out, and every quarter you will find out one new hospitals in Ahmedabad. Why? Lifestyle disorders are increasing and they are earning. So this is the one of the reason of lifestyle disorders. And what is the change? Why? What is the reason of that lifestyle disorders? 75% Indians below in 40s are in stress. Everybody in stress. And why we are facing this stress? Because there is a limit. What I called in Hindi is a Lakshmana Rekha. We don't have any Lakshmana Rekha. As far as there is no limit in terms of the food, our food habits. There is no limit for our earning. And there is no limit for our, that's a lifestyle, what we call luxurious life. So we have to draw the line. If you are not able to draw the line of the limit of your facilities, definitely you are going to suffer with lifestyle disorders. Everybody wants to make money, but there should be some limit. So 75% Indians below 40s are in stress. Why they are in stress? Job pressure is there. Money pressure is there. And 35% prone to disease. This type of disease? Sleeping disorder, stroke, heart attack, and depression is very common. Whole Bollywood is suffering from depression. Many, they don't have any problems. They have sufficient money, everything, they have fame, but they want to remain the first position every time. Here I can quote the example what happens with the Sushant Singh. Only reason was depression. Deepika Padukone, she is suffering from depression. Why is she suffering from depression? Like as actress like Deepika Padukone and many more. The reason they want to remain on first positions. And my dear friend, my dear colleague, nothing is permanent in life. Life में कोई भी चीज permanent नहीं होती है. आपकी आज फर्स्ट पोजीशन है, कल नहीं होगी. अगर आज हम ये समझ लें अभी से, तो प्रॉब्लम्स कम होंगी हमें. और हम अगर अपना एक लिमिट कर लें, खाने का लिमिट कर लें, पैसे का लिमिट कर लें, so we can remain healthy. It is very famous, I would like to quote here, that is our Digambar Jain Muni, Acharya Vidyasagar Ji Maharaj. He is taking one time food only. And the quantity of food, you may not believe, is we call in Sanskrit is one Anjali. This one. This one Anjali food is sufficient for Acharya Vidyasagar Ji Maharaj or for all the Munis for 24 hours. I was listening yesterday in Hindi. वो कह रहे थे खाना आधा खाएं, जितनी आपको भूख लगी है उसका खाना आधा खाएं, पानी डबल पिएं, श्रम 3 गुना करें और खुश 4 गुना रहें. आप 100 साल जिएंगे. You can live 100 years by taking half food, double water, triple physical work, and 4 times it is required is especially happiness. You can live for 100 years. Because what we are doing, we are taking excess food. We are taking not is in control conditions. This here, see. If you advise anybody, can you go for the lifestyle change? People say, no, I cannot change. So what he is taking is the pills and surgery. There's the queues in all the hospitals. People are suffering from diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. And what is the reason? That is called as a French fry. It's contain a lot of things. According to Ayurveda, 3 white things are poison. What the 3 things are poison? Salt, NaCl. What is the substitute? You can take the rock salt. Many family are now using is the rock salt. Don't take fine wheat flour, we call maida. So what you can take it? You can take the Bajra, that we call pearl millet. You can take the corn flour. Later on I will discuss, there are so many substitutes are there. Don't take sugar. So what is the substitute of the sugar? Is the jaggery. You can take the jaggery more and more if you want to remain healthy. So 3 things in our kitchens are poison. In every kitchen, 3 poisons are present. What are the 3 poisons? Salt, NaCl, wheat fine flour, maida, and third one, as I said, is sugar. 3 poisons present in every kitchen, and these are killing. These are responsible for the main lifestyle disorders like diabetes, hypertension. So what are the different sweet and junk food? And in 1980, our conditions, we were very thin, but computer was. Now our conditions, laptop, and now that the conditions, now we are become obese. This is those can read in Hindi. जीभ की टेस्ट पेट में जाता बेस्ट. अगर आप ये बर्गर खा रहे हैं, आप ये फ्रेंच फ्राई खा रहे हैं, तो ये वेस्ट है, ये कचरा है एक तरह का. बुरा मत माने आप लोग. बीमारी बनती है गैस. जब ये खाएंगे आप बर्गर पिज्जा, तो बीमारी क्या बनेगी? आपकी बॉडी की गैस बनेगी. डॉक्टर करते रहेंगे टेस्ट. डॉक्टर क्या करेंगे? आपका लिपिड लेवल, डायबिटीज लेवल, हाइपरटेंशन लेवल करते रहेंगे टेस्ट. तब अपने रुपए होंगे बेस्ट. फिर क्या होगा? जो आपने कमाया है वो आपके रुपए खर्च होंगे. इसीलिए घर की रोटी सब्जी सबसे बेस्ट. आपकी वाइफ, आपकी मदर्स जो कुछ बनाती हैं वो बेस्ट है. सो ऊपर आप देखिए व्हाट इज कंटेन पिज्जा, बर्गर, इंसेक्ट्रा, फ्रेंच फ्राई, एंड व्हाट इज द सब्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ दैट? यू गो फॉर दैट इज मक्का का रोटा, कॉर्न रोटी, Bajra, we call the pearl millet, and Jowa, the Sorghum. So later I will discuss that's are good for health, and we can eat food as a medicine. That's said by Hippocrates, and focus was on prevention. Okay, take a food as a medicine, and your medicine to be a food. Again, in हिंदी, आपका असली जीवन साथी कौन है? आपकी वाइफ या आपके हस्बैंड? वो तो एक जीवन साथी है ही. आपका असली जीवन साथी है आपका शरीर, जो आपके साथ रहेगा जब से आप पैदा हुए हैं और जब तक आप मरेंगे. टिल डेथ, टिल लास्ट ब्रेथ, फ्रॉम बर्थ टू लास्ट ब्रेथ, body, your body is the real friend. आपका शरीर जन्म से लेके मृत्यु तक आपके साथ रहता है. जितना अधिक आप उसकी परवाह करते हैं उतना साथ निभाएगा. जितना अच्छा ट्यूनिंग आप अपनी बॉडी की करेंगे उतनी लंबी आयु होगी आपकी, उतना लंबा जिएंगे. हमारे सीनियर हैं डॉक्टर विपिन बिहारी गुप्ता, वो कहते हैं कि कार का जितना अच्छा मेंटेनेंस आप करेंगे कार उतना ज्यादा चलेगी आपकी. और आपके पास कार है, आप कार का मेंटेनेंस नहीं करेंगे तो बार बार खराब होगी, आप मैकेनिक के पास जाना पड़ेगा आपको. वो सेहत बन करके भोपाल के पास चलाते हैं. इज ए वेल नोन साइंटिस्ट. वो एक एग्जाम्पल दिया उन्होंने शरीर का कि कार है आपके पास, अगर कार को आप अच्छे से मेंटेन करते हैं तो लंबी चलेगी, रास्ते में कभी खराब नहीं होगी. और कार को अगर आप मेंटेन नहीं करेंगे तो जगह जगह बंद हो जाएगी और फिर आपको मेंटेन कहाँ जाना पड़ेगा? मैकेनिक के पास जाना पड़ेगा. जैसे शरीर है, शरीर को अगर आप मेंटेन करेंगे तो डॉक्टर के पास नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, वो लंबा साथ जाएगा. आप क्या खाते हो फिट होने के लिए आप क्या करते हैं, आप तनाव से कैसे निपटते हैं, आप कितना आराम करते हैं, आपका शरीर वैसा ही जवाब देगा। आप क्या खाते हैं, खाने पर शरीर इंपॉर्टेंट है। आपका शरीर आपकी संपत्ति है, इसको कोई साझा नहीं कर सकता। ये जो बैंकों में पड़ा पैसा है ना, वो एक्चुअली रियल मनी नहीं है। आपका जो बॉडी है वो एक्चुअली आपका पैसा है। इसीलिए कहते हैं इंग्लिश में हेल्थ इज वेल्थ। व्हाई वी कॉल इन इंग्लिश हेल्थ इज वेल्थ। अगर आपकी हेल्थ है तो वेल्थ है, अगर हेल्थ नहीं है तो वेल्थ क्या काम की। रसगुल्ले पड़े हुए हैं पर आप नहीं खा सकते। क्यों नहीं खा सकते? क्योंकि डायबिटीज है, हाइपरटेंशन है। तो वेल्थ का क्या मतलब हुआ आपका? तो हेल्थ इज वेल्थ का मतलब होता है कि आपकी हेल्थ अच्छी है, वही आपकी वेल्थ है। Now coming to that take home message for my all dear colleagues, benefit of the sorghum. Now very few people you will be aware that I am talking, that is a young generation. Have you heard the name of word Jowa? That is called in English sorghum. It is help in preventing cancer, great digestive, controlling diabetes. Wheat is not good for health. I will tell you, wheat is contain gluten, high glycine. Wheat is not good for health. And actually wheat was not the actually grain of India. I am talking 40 or 50 years back. We were used to, when I was in Blaze, I was used to take the rotla of jowar. My mother was used to prepare a daily jowar ki roti. And that is we call it a millet actually, and great for digestive health, help in controlling diabetes, help improving bone health, boosts circulation, and great enhancing energy level. And that is mainly is a relieving from gluten allergy. There is no gluten is there, and improve the heart health. And that is a very good for health, that we call as a jowar. And it digests very quickly in the body as compared to wheat. Okay, if you are not available in your area, you can go for others that we call pearl millet, we call Bajra. Is a green in color. Again, as I said, wheat powder, fine wheat powder is a white. It's a green. Control cholesterol. It is required for maintaining the lifestyle. And believe me, after 10 years, you will find out the Bajra and Rotla in a 5-star hotels. Why? Because when we face a lot of problems of diabetes, obesity, we have to go for that back, our history, our old food habits. We have to go for our old food habits. Why? Like we have to control the cholesterol, then you have to go for the Bajra. Detoxify your body. See, Bajra detoxify your body. Whatever the toxin present in your body, that is detoxify. Rich of vitamin B. B12 deficiency is there. It is rich of vitamin B. Gluten free. Again, I said wheat is gluten. It is no gluten is there, and prevent asthma. Help in preventing diabetes. And it's good for your heart. It is good for your heart. So how important this is Bajra is known as common in India, but those are from foreign countries, it's called as a pearl millet. Everybody like popcorn, but very few times we take it. Makkah is very famous in Punjab. Help in promoting growth, help in protecting heart, help in controlling diabetes. All three, Makkah, Bajra, Jowar, all three control the diabetes. It provides eye and skin care, help in preventing anemia, preventing cancer, and other problems. Health benefit of popcorn. I advise to my young people, give that popcorn to your children. Instead of pizza, burger, or French fry. Because we used to give for our children, basically that is a pizza, burger, and French fry. Give the popcorn. Your mother and your wife can prepare at home. rich of antioxidant, help reducing depression, control blood sugar level, lower the cholesterol level, preventing aging, even in anti-cancer, and improve the digestive health. So powerful. You can prepare at home and you can share with your children. It's a very good for health. Again, how many you have heard the name of kodo? You will find out very less people are aware this grain. Now this grain is available in the market, and here you can see this is the cook just like rice. When I was in Blaze, my mother used to prepare that kodo. Now who is taking kodo? Old people are suffering from diabetes. Not easily available in the market. What we call in English, finger millets. That we call finger millets. Why millets are important or millets are good? I am not against wheat, but wheat is not good for health. Wheat is not good for health. What is good for health is the Bajra, pearl millet, finger millet, kodo, corn, maize that we call. They are good for health. What is kodo? People are not aware. Young generation, when you ask any young generation, are you aware of the kodo? If I ask the Swati, are you aware kodo? Swati?
I'm not, sir.
Yes, I know that because that people are not aware. Because you lived in Ghaziabad and you live in that Delhi, so you are not aware. And when you ask that Sasi Alok or who is spent his life in the villages, like me, they are aware about the kodo. Kodo is a millet, Swati, and this millet is good for health. So try to
Then
find
you would
out.
have it now, sir.
Yes, try to find out in Delhi market.
Sure, sir.
Right? Or in online you will get it. Now online market is there. Online you will get it.
Definitely,
Just put it a finger millets, kodo millets, and you will get it. And you can cook just like rice.
Definitely, sir.
Yeah. So what is contained is weight loss. If you want to reduce obesity, good for help decrease high blood pressure, control diabetes, help in slowing down the muscle degradation, aids in sleep, good for sleep, it induce good sleep, good source of antioxidant, help preventing cardiac problems, and treat coronary artery disorder. Many people are suffering from that, especially lifestyle disorder, but this treat the coronary artery disorders. And especially the people are suffering from diabetes, people are using, but very less people are using. So my advice to all of you, go back to our old grains, old millets, at least not a daily, once a week and twice a week. I have started. At least twice and thrice a week, I am taking makka ka rotla, jowar ka rotla, or bajra or something, whatever is available in the Gandhinagar or Vadodara. I am taking, convert into the flour and that using. Because these the things are good for health. Now coming to the fruits after that millets. Indian grocery amla. Season is going on. At least don't go for the chamanpras, don't go for that some other things. Take a one amla in a day. So beautiful fruits this cure respiratory disorders. It relieve from gastric problems because the tirphala, where the main active component amla is there. Improve eyesight and boost ultimately immunity because it contains vitamin C. So don't go for that vitamin C tablet. You can go for a one amla a day. You will get natural vitamin C sufficient in your body. What is that benefit of Indian gooseberry is known as amla? Good for skin, good for hair, good for heart health, is having antifungal problems and rich source of vitamin C, as I said. Coming to the nutraceuticals, They are also very important in this COVID-19. And what you can take it, this one, pomegranate, very common in all over the world. And this juice of the pomegranate is considered one of the healthiest fruit on earth. It contains is a 7 gram of 1 cup fiber, 3 gram of protein, 30% of daily vitamin C, vitamin K, fluoride, and it's very good for health is the potassium. Sodium is not good for health. Potassium is good for health. You will get it from this pomegranate. What you can take, as I said, your body cannot produce vitamin C or does not store the vitamin C in your body. Men required 110 milligram, women required 95 milligrams of vitamin C a daily. What is the source? Lemon, papaya, orange, dragon fruit, pineapple, sweet potato, guava. Go for your seasonal fruits. Now, season of guava, take one guava, one amla, and one orange is sufficient for remain healthy. So, Ayurveda is good. And Ayurveda has proved all over the world during this COVID-19 pandemic. The drug like Tinospora cordifolia is very famous in all over the world. It's called Gloe. And Tinospora cordifolia is considered as one of the best immunomodulator of the world. So if there is no substitute is there in allopathy, definitely Ayurveda is playing very, very important role in preventing coronavirus. These drugs are also people are using for the prevention of the corona. Ashwagandha is Indian ginseng, haldi, turmeric, curcuma longa, and as anti-inflammatory. As I said, corona is the main problem of cytokine storm, and this haldi, curcumin, is prevent the cytokine storm. So what you can start, daily you can take a golden milk. What is golden milk? Half teaspoon of turmeric with a 1 glass warm milk. Added half teaspoon. Don't take much curcumin. I will discuss later on. Only 5 to 6 gram is turmeric is required and is good for the body. So 5 to 6 gram means 1 teaspoonful. Half teaspoonful you can take it in dal or in your vegetables and your pulses. So half teaspoonful in night you can take it with milk, and that we called as a golden milk. And you can add pinch, only 20 milligrams around black pepper for enhancing the bioavailability of curcumin. Because the curcumin having some problem of the bioavailability, so you can improve the viability by adding black pepper. It contains piperine, and piperine basically inhibits the enzyme cytochrome P450 in the liver and enhance the viability of curcumin. You can take tulsi, you can take dalchini, that we call cinnamon. You can take pipli, as I said, black pepper, but don't take too much of black pepper. Later I will discuss about it at last. Some people have taken 10 times kada and now they are facing the problem of ulceration. You cannot take too much of black pepper. As I said, pinch, just a small quantity is sufficient. Only 100 milligrams is sufficient for a day black pepper. As I called Gaduchi, that is called Gloe, rejuvenate the body, and that we call Tinospora cordifolia. And the ginger, Gingiva officinalis, which manage the respiratory problem, especially the cough and cold, because we are using these herbs since thousands of years for the prevention of COVID-19. We can use as for the prevention of COVID-19. For the prevention of other problems, respiratory problems, we are using these drugs since thousands of years. Now, Tinospora cordifolia, one plant, many role. The glow is a Ayurvedic drug, and it is called as Amrita because it gives the effect like Amrit. What is give the effect? Reducing sign of aging, reduce the asthmatic symptoms, improve digestion, reduce stress, treat chronic fever. If you have a fever or a chronic fever, you can take a daily one tablet of Tinospora cordifolia is reduced. Glow is a universal herbs, help boost immunity. Because you want to improve the immunity, so definitely you have to take. Only option we have to improve the immunity. If you want to fight coronavirus, only we have the option how I can improve, how you can improve your body immunity. Glycyrrhiza is known as the licorice. And this is basically is again the drug like turmeric has cytokinin moduling activity. Corona is the main side effect of the corona is a cytokinin storm. And this drug is modulating the cytokinin activity. And another advantage of glycyrrhizin, inhibitor of thrombi. Because there are so many reports there that a blood death of the reason was blood clotting in COVID patient. So this is prevent the blood clotting and very good for health. That is we call licorice, and licorice is contain glycyrrhizin, so very good in very sweet in taste. This is around 50 to 60 times more sweeter than sugar. So if you want to add the sugar in your herbal preparations, add licorice. It is called in Gujarati is jethi mad because it's a sweet. Mad in Gujarati is called for honey. So it like is a sweeter than much sweeter than honey. So you can take the glycyrrhizin. Coming back to the turmeric, and is a well proven in all over the world. Indian people are less sufferer of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's due to because we use a lot of turmeric in our day-to-day life. And America, where the maximum people are suffering from Parkinson's and Alzheimer because their food habits are different, because they are not taking a lot of curcumin in their food habits. That is the research published in America. Why Americans are suffering more and more number of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's neuro disorders as compared to Indian, especially the age of 60. Those are older people. Why Indian people you will find out very less Parkinson's, Alzheimer. The reason is that because older people they are taking a lot of turmeric in their food habits. This is a part of food habits, and that is the reason. Antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, improve the lower risk of brain diseases like Alzheimer, as I said earlier, and prevent the cancer. It's a well-known drug for the cancer. So this company is a well-known, now is a top 10 dairy company of the world. This month, Amul is added and has received that positions. Now is a top 10 company of the world, dairy company of the world now is Amul. And for especially the golden milk they have launched. So those they cannot prepare at home. So it's available in the market, ready to drink, haldi doodh. Now those for especially that is the ice cream lover. People like ice cream so much. But due to the COVID, they cannot take ice cream. So Amul has launched that as a haldi ice cream, turmeric ice cream. Now it's available in the market. So even a COVID, you can improve your immunity by taking haldi ice cream that is now is available in the all Amul ice cream stores. What is that contain basically the golden milk, reduce inflammation, As I said, preventing inflammation is important. Preventing cell damage, improve mood, preventing heart disease, lowering blood glucose level, and ultimately boosting the immunity. You can take the bath, that is good. Again, if because is the entry level of entry through mouth and nose, so that steam may help. I'm not talking it's 100% kill the virus, but it may help. Black pepper, because the Ayurveda principle, bath, pitta, kapha, it control all three. If any one thing is imbalanced, it create problem according to Ayurveda. Ginger, as I said, is good for health. Now, at last, I will take 5 minutes, Moringa oleifera. Whole world is now using Moringa. This is a miracle plant. Is known as a drumstick in English, and Sahjan is known as in Hindi. This drumstick, what contain? People are taking oats, but it contains 4% more fiber than oats. It contains more vitamin A than carrots. It contains 14 times more calcium than milk. And it contains 14 times more potassium than bananas and 9 times more iron than spinach, we call as a palak. This is a super food. And everybody is talking in all over the world that the Indian plant we call Moringa oleifera. This is the American newspapers, was Herald published. From heart disease to type 2 diabetes to lower cholesterol, weight loss, super nutritious moringa. They are talking is a superfood, which is rich in antioxidant, has been praised by many for the health benefit for thousands of years. That's the Indian plant people are using for controlling lifestyle disorders. This is available. Moringa powder is a big business. Organic India, Moringa powder, leaf powder is available in the market. These are the products. And recently Modi ji tweet. Moringa paratha. People are talking is Modi ji paratha. Is healthy recipe. Our Prime Minister health is good because he is doing a lot of pranayam, he is a lot of yoga, and its food habits. In food item, Moringa is the one of the part, and you can go for you can Google it. You will find out the recipe. He is taking that as a paratha with Moringa and turmeric. So Moringa leaf powder can be added in your idlis, parathas, any preparation, you can add it Moringa. Now, walnut is a rich source of omega-3 fatty acid. But my advice and take-home message to all of you, flaxseed. This contains 7 times more omega-3 fatty acid than walnut. As I said, people are talking the lifestyle. And we are also stylists. If our neighbor asks, what do you eat? We eat walnut. But I advise to all of you, don't eat walnut. In place of walnut, you can take the flaxseed, but in a cold press. In a cold press flaxseed, you can take it because that contains 7 times more omega-3 fatty acid. And that is very, very good for health. You can take others food that we call kala chana or black chickpea. This black chickpea is good for health, is a rich source of nutrition. And especially in this COVID-19 period, at least once a week, you can take any food item which is containing kala chana or which we call is a black chickpea. It is a source of nutrition. What is the main function? People are talking is much effective than our almond. Again, in our style, we used to take the almond, badam. But it contain more and more active component than almond. It contains amino acid. It contains serotonin. Serotonin is required if you want to get a good sleep. Directly related with the sleep, serotonin, tryptophan, and which reduce the stress. So COVID-19 stress, if you want to reduce that stress, at least add a black chickpea that we call kala chana in your food habits. Now, at last, whatever I have discussed, don't cross the limit. Turmeric, maximum 5 to 6 grams. Black pepper, maximum 100 milligrams. So there is a limit for all the herbal drug. If you take an overdose of herbals, you will face a problems of ulcerations and other gastric problems. Because that is mentioned in Hindi, many viewers, they are not aware Hindi, suppose 5% or 10%. So this is for you, especially English speaking people. That is published in an Indore newspaper, is called City Bhaskar. इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने के बजाय परेशानियां बढ़ा रहा है मसाले, विटामिन और काढ़े का ओवरडोज. Means is overdose of anything is harmful. So overdose of turmeric, overdose of black pepper may cause ulceration in your body. So please take care of this. If you are preparing a herbal extract, you take only 2 times a day, not more than 2 times a day. Any herbal preparations and take in a specified quantity. Don't take too much of quantity of that. Otherwise, it may create a problem. So India is over the ancient time, people used plant extract and herbal and Ayurvedic drugs have enormous therapeutic potential to improve the body immunity against COVID-19. Moringa, flaxseed, turmeric, Tinospora cordifolia, etc. Humanity need a leadership and a solidarity to defeat the coronavirus. We have to work as a team. We are sure Indian traditional herbs and nutraceutical will show the way to overcome from this pandemic. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Sasi, Alok, and thank you very much, Shwati, for inviting me to deliver a lecture on herbal drugs, especially for lifestyle disorder, because my dear friends, that lifestyle disorder is increasing day by day. When you go and see easily in any public school, and any public school, you will find out 80% children are obese. Why they are obese? Their food habits. They are taking a lot of junk food. So avoid the junk food. Add in your food millets, as I said, pearl millet, finger millet, kodo. Add so many herbs like turmeric, Tinospora cordifolia, ginger, and many more. So take home message for all of you. At least add moringa and flaxseed in your day-to-day life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, could you please stop sharing the screen?
Yes. Just okay, Swati.
Thank you so much, sir. So thank you for the highly inspiring time with us. Your remarkable depth of understanding of the subject made the webinar an exceptionally stimulating and informative one. It was incredible how you tailored your message for the audience and captivated them from the beginning of your presentation to the end. So for you, I can say that great communicators can be defined by 2 characteristics. They are passionate and engaging, and their content makes you think, and as a result, you walk out smarter than when you came in. Truly, sir, it was so informative. I really feel blessed to have been a part of it. the plethora of knowledge that we got, it was divine. Sir, as I can see over here, our audience has really appreciated this session today, and their deep interest has aroused certain queries too. So I request you to kindly address their queries one by one as I read out them for you.
Definitely, Swati, definitely.
And before I begin with the queries round, I request our viewers to kindly spare few minutes in filling the feedback link that has been sent on the live chat. So now I'm reading out the first query. The question is, what is ethnopharmacology and what is the difference between herbal and patent proprietary Ayurvedic medicine?
See, that first is pharmacology, basically the drugs. We get it from, that is a folk medicine or traditional medicines, right? So pharmacological survey people are doing, especially the botany people are doing ethnobotany and ethnopharmacology, where any folk, suppose one person in Himalaya regions using one drug for the treatment of asthma, but scientifically there is no evidence. But because it's traditionally people are using is a folk medicine or traditional medicine, that we called as a ethnopharmacology. Another part is this is the difference between a herbal drug and Ayurveda, a very simple difference. Herbal means herbs. Ayurveda, it means as any source. It may be a mineral or it may be an animal drug obtained from animal. So any natural sources we call as Ayurveda, or herbal that mainly obtained from herbs, means plant, green plants.
Okay, sir. Sir, just a moment. So the second question is that are there any Ayurvedic medicines for diabetes?
Yes, there are so many medicines are available for the diabetes. Just what you can do, as I said, you can prepare at home. Don't rely it on, right? So first you have to change your food habits. Diabetes is the problem is highly associated with your food habits and lifestyle. Drug is available. You can go for Patanjali, you can go for Divacon, is Himalaya. So I can tell you so many brand of Ayurveda. Divacon, you can take it. So many formulation is available in herbal stores. But if you want to fight against diabetes, you have to change your food habits as well as you have to change your lifestyle. At least walk a 5 kilometer a day. It may control around 50% your diabetes. Physical exercise, yoga, meditations, and add millets in your food. Don't take wheat, don't take rice. Take the pearl, as I said, pearl millets, other millets, and balanced food. Don't take too much of food.
Oh, thank you, sir.
It will control your diabetes. Definitely you control the diabetes. Yes, you have asked, so in a medical store, in Ayurvedic store, in Patanjali, you will get it, that formulations. And as I said, Divacon is a well-known for, because Himalaya is one of the well-known company of India and one of the oldest herbal drug company is a Himalaya. So you will get the Divacon is available.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is that what food is to be taken as medicine from the attack of COVID? What food we can take?
Just can you repeat, Shadi?
So the question is that what food is to be taken as medicine preventing from the attack of COVID?
All food you can take it. What we have discussed here today. All you can take orange. Even you know that if a person
So
is
any specific, probably the questionnaire wants to ask,
okay.
Is there any particular food that we can take as medicine preventing from the attack of COVID?
You can take right now the amla. Particularly the amla you can take it. Orange, vitamin C. Because vitamin C's are antioxidant. So all the sources of vitamin C you can take it. I will not say only one, because now is the season of amla. Again, when in summer the mango will come, you can take the mango. So right now the season is going on of 3 fruits: amla, orange, and guava. So all three foods you can take is the time interval of 2 hours. Morning you have taken 1 amla. After 2 hours you can take 1 orange, or you can take in afternoon 1 guava. So they contain vitamins, and especially containing vitamin C. And vitamin C is, you know that especially in the COVID patient, the tablets of vitamin C is given by the government hospitals and private hospitals. So for prevention, if you are taking vitamin C, the chances of the corona you can reduce.
Thank you, sir. So there is another question, that what type of food is to be taken by a diabetic and hypertensive patient so as to prevent himself from COVID-19?
Yeah, I already discussed all the millets he can take, he or she can take. And don't take, I said 3 things. If you are diabetic or hypertensive, from day 1, remove all 3 poisons from your kitchen. 1, NaCl. What is the substitute of NaCl? Rock salt, जिसको हम लोग कहते हैं सेंधा नमक. Right, Swati? जैनों में काफी खाते हैं सेंधा नमक. And black salt. Black salt. You can substitute with the black salt and rock salt. So 1 NaCl you remove from your kitchen. Another, you remove your white fine flour maida, even a wheat also. So what is the substitute? Corn flour, Bajra flour, Makai flour, and alternate days. One day Bajra, another day Jowar, and another third grain. Right? Makka. So Makka, Jowar, Bajra ko you can rotate a daily, because they does not contain gluten. They contain very less glycine index. So they contain very little glucose. You may control easily. So one thing. Third thing, you just remove sugar if you are diabetic or you are having a hypertension. So what is the source of sugar? You can take jaggery. There are so many research. Jaggery is good for diabetic patient.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one last question Ms. Jyoti has asked, that does it cause constipation, the kodo millet?
Does constipation caused by millets?
Yes. Does kodo millet cause constipation?
No. They contain much more. They contain fiber quantities more than wheat. Constipation is caused by white fine flour. Constipation is caused by your what we call the pizza burger, because that is stick with our body. They are not digested easily in the body. So when you are taking any millets contain a lot of fiber. Go and Google it. They contain more and more fiber. And you know, if you are eating more and more fiber a day, your system will be clean easily. So suppose I'm not talking the millets. You take the fruits. You take a 1 guava, at least a 2 guava a day, and see next morning. Your GIT will be completely clean, because the guava is contain pectin. It contains a lot of fibers. So take the fibers containing fruits as well as fiber containing grains and vegetables. Definitely you may not face any problems of constipation.
Thank you so much, sir. I feel thrilled to announce that, sir, in this webinar, we have got the highest registrations done till date, that has crossed 2700.
Very nice. So thank you very much. And with the take home message again, I will not take 1 minute or 2 minutes. I will take only 2 minutes. So take home message for all of you. If in your family or in your relative, if anybody is suffering from diabetes, hypertension and obesity, I have discussed a lot. But take home message is that start taking moringa leaf powder. Whatever you are cooking, your mother and your wife is cooking, and you are cooking. Sometimes it is not necessary your wife is cooking, right? So who is in your family who is cooking the food? Add moringa powder in all the preparations. You are preparing idli, you can put it that some moringa powder. Paratha, you can add it, that is a moringa powder. So moringa powder, even in dal, you can add the moringa powder. Vegetable, you can add the moringa powder. Moringa powder is now considered by world as a super food. And another, I advise to all of you, add flaxseed. If anybody is suffering from diabetes and hypertension in your body, in your relatives, recommend flaxseed. Cold crust flaxseed, that we call in Hindi alsi. And my dear friends, alsi price in the market is 100 rupees per kg. And walnut price in the market is 800 rupees per kg. So alsi containing, flaxseed containing 7 times more omega-3 fatty acid than walnut. So what is better, walnut or flaxseed? So flaxseed you can add, or you can recommend to your relatives to use flaxseed because it contains omega-3 fatty acid, and this is known as the richest source of omega-3 fatty acid. And omega-3 fatty acid is good for our health, and especially in case of lifestyle disorder. So again, thank you very much, Dr. Sasi, Alok, and Swati, and all my viewers. And you can write down any query on my email ID. My email ID you can write down is very simple: cognosy@gmail.com. COGNOS@gmail.com. Because I like my subject too much. I have passion for my subject pharmacognosy. That's why my email ID is also cognosy@gmail.com. So you can write to me and I will answer. Thank you. Thank you once again to all of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
sir.
so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir, I'm really glad you reserved a few minutes to field the questions, and your answers were very insightful. I really appreciate your fervor and patience with which the questions were being dealt. Thank you to all our viewers to have stayed so patiently and to have enthusiastically participated in this session today. We are really gratified by your presence.
Thank you all, and please stay safe and healthy. That's important. Please
Thank you
stay
so
safe and healthy. And that message for all the viewers. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.